Alright, ready? Who's gonna press play?
It's on already.
Oh.
We're just testing it. Go ahead.
Oh. Wait, why am I calling you? Guys are just called girls.
You're answering the ad.
Oh.
Jesus, what a pain in the ass. We haven't even started and you're a pain in the ass.
Okay, don't make me laugh. Hello, this is Lambda. Lambda Normal.
Hello?
Yes, hi, this is Lambda. Lambda Normal?
Hi, Lambda Normal. This is John Scatterplott. How are you?
I'm good. I'm answering your ad in the personals. I'm looking for a bivariate relationship.
Bivariate relationship? That's great, Lambda. But you know that if I go from a bivariate to a multivariate, things are going to change. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I used to be an Elaboration Model in New York City. I used to sing in the band Degrees of Freedom. You might have heard of it. I'm a very independent variable. You know the cause?
Actually, I'm a dependent variable myself. I'm into the outcome of the variable to be explained.
Well, I'm trying to get to the heart of the data analysis.
Dating analysis?
I want to experience relationships among two or more variables. Are you into that?
Well, the ultimate goal of most quantitative analysis of sociological dating is to be able to say something about what causes what to happen.
I want to observe the size of your fire.
Well, when we're talking about beta, we are usually talking about size.
Hey, I went to a kegger last night at Beta.
When you walk into a room, what do you pay attention to?
Well, I pay attention to frequency distributions like champagne, hors d'oeuvres, measures of central tendency. I can be such a flirt.
I'm into measures of variation myself, you know, blondes, brunettes, redheads, whatever.
Actually, I'm looking for an OLS between me and you.
OLS, what does OLS mean?
Ordinary least squares, a method for estimating regression equations coefficients. You know that? Minimize the sum of squared errors between how I estimate me and what I observe as you.
Under what conditions does X affect Y?
Let's just suppose, for example, that I'm into firefighters. X is the number of firefighters. Y is the fire damage. Hot, hot, hot. 2Z equals the size of the fire. I want to observe the size of your fire.
You know, I used to date Suzanne Summers D. Through her, I learned knowledge of one variable helps me to explain the relationship with the other variable.
Could you please describe your overall pattern of distribution? Start with the shape, then discuss the center, and is there any chance of spread?
Interpreting shape, center, and spread. Shape, center, and spread have no meaning in a bar chart.
Well, I'm really interested in shrinking and stretching the axis.
The larger the standard deviation, the greater the variability.
What gives you such confidence in this approach?
Reliability, validity, consistency, accuracy. Do you accept many proposals?
I never accept a research hypothesis. I just fail to reject it.
I'm curious how the element of chance plays into all of this. I'm into your normal curve, I think.
Seems like you see a difference when there really is no difference.
You fail to observe a difference when there really is a difference. Why do you want to meet lots of men anyway?
It's better to have a larger sample than a smaller sample. Smaller the samples, higher the error.
Why do you want to meet men who are older than 30?
A sample size above 30 is needed to do most tests to be somewhat accurate.
Well, Lambda, how will we know if we have a good relationship?
Well, let me tell you, Phi and Kramer's V cannot be used to compare the strength of a relationship to another, but there is a moderately strong relationship between sex and survival.
Let's discuss the significance versus meaningfulness. Is it good for you?
Well, a study can be statistically significant, but not very meaningful. Is it good for you?
Statistical significance can only be interpreted for the context in which it occurs.
Yes, but statistical significance should not be the only goal of scientific research. Significance is influenced by sample size.
What about my p-value?
Baby, your p-value is very significant.
It's a good thing, because the smaller my p-value, the smaller my chances of committing a type 1 error.
And when sample sizes are large, normal, and t-distributions converge, Now to the scatterplot. I want a perfect positive relationship.
I can offer you a very strong positive relationship.
I want a strong positive relationship.
How about we try a moderate positive relationship?
I can't deal with a negative relationship.
Hell, I'd rather that than have no relationship.
I can't deal with a weak negative relationship.
How about a positive, moderate, negative relationship?
Don't want a strong negative relationship.
I can offer you a very strong negative relationship.
I want a perfect negative relationship.
I want a perfect positive relationship.
That's not part of it.